So we're doing the Sanskrit alphabet, which helps me to reclaim my own voice because I'm feeling sounds at mouth positions. I, u, u. Ri, l, a, I, o, ow, aha, k, g, g, ch, ch, j, j, ny, pa, pa, da, da, na, ta, ta, da, da, na, pa, pa, ba, ba, ma, yara, lava, sh, sa, ha, which brings us back to I, u, It's called Varnamala, the ring of sounds, because it brings me through my palate and brain. And we explore the tones first. Tones are energy passing through me. And using the tongue, position 3, ri. Position 4 at the teeth, l. The 5 in order would be something like lu, and there are tones that move. So that moves and expands. And then expanding. Ow. So between and e, we have a. I. And between and u, we have o. Ow. So position 1, Position 2, e. Position 5, u. E. A. I. So in the language, actually any language, because Sanskrit's teaching us about language itself, plus e will be a. Plus u will be o. And then plus e will be I. Plus u will be ow. And you'll see this mathematical construct throughout the language. We then move on to consonants. Consonant means with a sonant or with a tone. These things can't exist on their own. They have no life without a tone. The first one is ka. Without it would be k. It has no life. Ka. And then we can aspirate ka. For native English speakers, usually we have to work on restricting the breath. Ka. Then you can use your throat at the same position 1. Ka. G. Then you can also aspirate g. The final class of these sort of block of 5 consonants that do all 5 elements, space, air, fire, water, earth, is the resonant sound, where you can hold energy as long as you want, or sound, and then release. Position 1 sound, is like like in the English word sing, song. Notice that, for example, the first sound, the first consonant, which is like a little bird click, you can't do that. Cut. Like we did sing, you could do sick. You can't hold it. Also, we did that resonant, or the throat sound, the vocalized sound, sick. You can't hold it. But sing. These are called anunasika. You're using your nose. So you can hold it as long as you can use the breath. So there's these 5 kinds of sounds or marks at each of the 5 positions. So it makes a block of 25 sounds, 5 by 5, when you look at the alphabet visually. Ka. Aspirate. Ka. Use your throat. G. Use breath too. G. Then resonate. These are all at position 1, which is the earth element. Come forward, position 2. Cha. Use your throat. J. Resonate. That's the water principle. You use a lot of your tongue to make that. Then you're really sharp. You use the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Pa. Use your throat. D. Then resonate. Then position 4, dantya, at the teeth, the air principle. Ta. D. Na. At the lips, the space principle. Pa. B. Which is also a resonant sound. It's also with the nose. We don't think of it being with the nose because it's at the lips, but notice that you can't do it if you close your nose. So it is a nasal sound. Okay, so all of these are related to the 5 elements. We use them in Ayurveda to diagnose just by listening to people speak as to how their garden might be out of balance. Teachers will give particular mantra or sounds to repeat over and over again based on just listening to how a person is. Skinny, mini, anxious people, for example, might get a lot of earth sounds and might invoke that aspect of God which is huge and not afraid. Ganesha. Gang Ganapataye Namaha. Gang Ganapataye Namaha. It's impossible to be shy like singing that. The luminous aspect of the self or of God, which brings clarity, light, and learning. Sarasvati. Om Aim. Sarasvatyai Namaha. Which has a very different feeling. Om Gang. Ganapataye Namaha. So like that is kind of the science behind mantra, and how from basic little sounds we then move into bigger concepts around existence. We did tones, we did the basic marks or consonants, then there are the stand-betweens. Antasta means stands between or stands inside. These are the semi-vowels. Ya, ra, la, va. Remember, this is what happens when tones go backwards. When tones go forward, I get a. When I go backwards, ya. I get a stand between. Or ra,
Ra.
la,
La.
wa, wa, va.
Va.
Just depends how much of your bottom teeth you use. It's the same sound as far as Sanskrit is concerned. The stand-betweens are the 4 basic seed sounds for the chakra. The base lum, vum, rum, yum. And the last, which relates to space of the throat, we get when we do the fricatives, or they're called sibilants, the first 3 also. You use breath to heat a part of your palate. Sha. At position 2, we had E. Just blow breath over that. E, sha. Sha. Position 3, we had Blow breath over it. Sha. At the teeth, sa. Then we go back to the position 1, ha. Okay, and that's the end of the ring of sounds. Each of those individual characters or sounds is then one of the petals of the flowers, which is how the chakra are depicted. The root has 4 petals. The abode of the self has 6. The place of jewels has 10. The heart center has 12. The throat center has 16, which are the tones. So usually when we do that, we start here and we go around the petals of each flower and go down, 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 and then comes up to the place beyond the 5 elements, the center of the brain, which then awakens the halo in the Christian, or the 1,000-petaled lotus, which is a pretty similar depiction of that awakening process. So that's the importance of Sanskrit. It was designed to help you reclaim your voice and to be able to teach in any language, and also to just enjoy your voice for you, not to just barter survival out there, but just to enjoy making sounds again. Okay, so you just practice the sounds, and that's your only homework over the next 6 months, is just to enjoy it and enjoy those sounds. Remember, viveka jnanam, knowledge born by distinction. So clarify the difference and use those techniques you've learned. Don't make it that's too similar. Let's really clip the first one. Then clip the aspiration. Then really vocalize. You can exaggerate it for a while. And by doing that, you'll really get that distinction. And that's how you'll be able to play with your own range and broaden your own range. I used to speak really monotone like this all the time, and my students would get really bored, you know. And actually, what I found now that I have a 6-month-old baby, babies really want variety. You know? So my baby loves the Sanskrit alphabet, for example. Okay, so that's your homework.